What's up, everybody? Hope that you had a great Easter weekend. If you don't celebrate Easter, hope that you had a great weekend. I am still here in this confinement in New York City waiting for the pandemic to be over, but healthy, so all is well apart from the pandemic. But today on this video we are going to cover a few entertainment news. So last week I talked about Ezra Miller and this whole video that leaked, and so far we still don't have any sort of public announcement from Warner Bros. Or Ezra Miller, so I believe that they're trying to, you know, kind of bury the situation, but once it's out on the internet, it's out forever. So because we don't have any news, I'm not going to talk about that, but we're going to cover the Wonder Woman. We have two pictures to look at. We also have the first Dune image. If you don't know, the Dune remake is in production, almost done, and this movie is coming out in December. And we're also going to talk about Bob Iger returning to his former role as CEO of Disney, obviously to try to save the company, you know, or at least help the company through this pandemic. But let's first start with Wonder Woman. Now, Wonder Woman, in my opinion, is going to be the first blockbuster of this year post-pandemic. Now, this movie is supposed to come out it's going to be released in August. And obviously this might change. It's all going to depend if things are back to normal, if the theaters are open, because obviously Wonder Woman is a movie that has the potential to hit the $1 billion. I think it's I think that Warner Bros, I don't know how you guys call it, but anyways, I believe that they have a very strong hopes for this film, taking the fact that the first one made so much money. And the trailer looked very promising, very colorful. It takes place in the 80s, that's why it's called Wonder Woman 1984. In the first trailer, we did see Diana wearing the golden suit. And this time we have her closer image. Look over here where we can see her wings. It's kind of a really cool image. There's nothing really new. This was released by Empire, but you know, it does give us a closer look to her helmet, which is the part that I hate the most. I really like everything about the suit. I like the color. I think it makes her look royal, and she is royalty, but I really hate the helmet. It's kind of ugly, and I know that a lot of people are saying that she looks a lot like a Hawk Girl, and I think with the helmet, yes, definitely, especially because it really looks like it's the shape of a hawk anyways. But other than that, without the helmet, or if at least the helmet had a different shape, I think this would look better. But we have a really awesome look at the wings, which I think it's cool. It looks nice, you know, and that's about it. And then we have the second image over here, which is very colorful, filled with blue, which is my favorite color. And when I first saw this, we can see Diana there dancing with her beloved Steve, you know, played by Chris Pine. And when I first looked at that, I thought, oh my God, is she getting married? Now, obviously, we don't know how is he returning yet. We don't know if this is a figure of her imagination or if he is coming back in the flesh. It looks like he's in the flesh. It definitely looks like, but you have to remember that trailers could be very deceiving. You know, the directors, they could just pretend that things seem a certain way, but when you're watching the film, it could be a completely different story. So, of course, if she could get married with him in the film or not, I don't know. I don't know how is he returning. I don't know if he's going to stay. We can just speculate, but this picture over here, which looks like, I'm assuming this is Washington. It does look like Washington. It's very nice, but it doesn't even give us a lot of clues. We still do not have an official image for the cheetah character, which is everyone like, you know, we're excited for it, but I'm pretty sure that is going to be a bigger reveal. I'm not even sure if that's going to appear in the trailer. Hopefully, if they're smart, they're going to wait for everyone to see it in the theaters. Not only that, I'm pretty sure that character will involve a lot of CGI, and perhaps they're still working on that, because Wonder Woman might be still in post-production work right now. They could be still working on the CGI and editing stuff. However, there's a few toys out there which could indeed show a little bit of the design of a cheetah, and it doesn't look very promising, but I have high hopes for the film that, you know, the character will look very cool. But there you have it. Those are the images. Drop your comments below. Let me know, what do you think? Are you excited for Wonder Woman? Hopefully this movie will actually come out in August. Hopefully this pandemic will be long gone by then and life will be back to normal. But now we're going to talk about Dune. So, Dune, the original film, it came out in 1984 and it was directed and written by David Lynch. Now, I don't fully remember this film. I saw it a really long time ago. And I actually need to revisit to remember the movie. I just remember a few characters. Like I said, it's been a long time, but there is a remake in the works, and appears that the production, the production is done, and now they're heading over to post-production. I could be wrong, but that's the latest news I read. So this film is going to be released in December the 18th, and it's a production by Warner Bros. And I think the most appealing thing about this remake will be the cast, especially for those that did not watch the original film or do not have any connection to that or have not even read the novel. I think they will be interested in seeing this film due to the cast. For instance, we have Josh Brolin. Thanos is himself will be part in this film. We have Jason Momoa, which, hello, I'm in. We also have Zendaya. We have Dave Bautista. We have Timothée Chalamet. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but he'll be playing the main guy, and he'll be playing this guy over here from the original. So you can have a look at his picture right there. And Rebecca Ferguson, Oscar Isaac. It's a really, really powerful, you know, filled with celebrity in this film, which indeed makes the film very appealing, especially if you're a fan of any of these people. So I think this is looking very promising. But anyways, let's just head over to this article at the Nerdy and have a look at the picture. Bam, there it is. And it's looking pretty cool. We still do not have a look at the character's Chalamet's eyes, because I don't know if you saw this picture over here. He had really bright blue eyes. Over here, because he's far, there's another picture here on the Vanity Fair profile. I think that they posted this on Instagram, where it's a kind of a closer look, and I really am digging the suit. It does look futuristic to me, you know, but since he's looking down, we do not have a peek at his eyes, which is kind of annoying. I really wanted to see it, but that's about the only thing that we have. Let's see what they're saying here on their Instagram. First look, it's time to return to Arrakis. I watched this in Portuguese, so I don't know. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong in English. I don't know how you guys pronounce it. You can let me know down in the comments. In part 1 of our preview of Danny's adaptation of the epic sci-fi novel, get an exclusive look at Timothée Chalamet as the protagonist, Paul Atreides. And that's the story right here. I am digging the gloves. He does look a little bit different than the original, but at the same time, not too different. You can totally see the similarity. So here's the original, and that's the new one. Well, like I said, I believe that this movie will definitely attract a lot of younger viewers, you know, people that did not see the original or read the movies, mostly due to the cast. You know, that's one of the things that, you know, if you have a lot of celebrities involved in a film, it definitely helps the moviegoers. Like I said, I would watch anything with Jason Momoa. I think he's such a fun guy to watch. But that's it. We don't have a lot of images, but at least it's one image. They're really being very mysterious about this film, which makes me wonder why. I can't wait to see a trailer or like a tease or something, but that's the first tease right there. And now we're going to jump into the last topic of this video today, which is Bob Iger. So the New York Times just posted a article saying that Bob Iger thought he was leaving on top. Now he's fighting for Disney's life. I'm not going to be reading the whole article, but basically at the beginning, we're also going to have a look at Deadline over here. So basically at the beginning of, I think, February, there was an announcement that Bob Iger would be stepping down as Disney CEO, and it came as a shock because his contract is not over. Not only that, I mean, why not just wait for your contract to be over? What's going on? And it was kind of where when we were hearing about this pandemic hitting the US, at first I thought that's kind of smart that he's trying to step down now, because, you know, he's stepping down. He made the company so successful, so much money. You know, it was under his leadership that the Marvel universe was born. You know, he bought Star Wars from George. I mean, not saying that that was too successful, at least for Star Wars fans, but, you know, he bought Star Wars anyways, and it was kind of weird that he would just decide to step down, but it would make sense that he would want to do that when the company is still on top. And then we heard that Chapek would take over, and now with the pandemic hitting the whole world so hard, you know, like all the Disney parks are closed, the cruises are closed, the movie theaters are closed. So basically Disney only have Disney Plus right now, right? And whatever other, you know, it's not a lot. They took, you know, a big chunk of their profit and money is coming from places where are no longer open right now. And it makes sense that the investors would press for Bob Iger to return because his contract is not over, so he can come up with some sort of strategy to keep the company alive through this pandemic. So let's read a little bit of Deadline and see what they're saying over here. Disney announced the February 25th that Bob Iger would hand over the CEO role to longtime Disney CEO Bob Chapek, but stay on to the end of his contract as an executive chairman to calmly oversee the content business. So he wanted to do more of a creative role. That wasn't to be. Instead, he had to jump back in full steam ahead as the company he ran for 15 years struggles through the toughest periods in its history. Now, this is not a joke, this pandemic, guys. It's definitely not. And then they're saying, they're mentioning the New York Times story. And to be honest with you, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but this is just big news because this is an implication that Disney is definitely in trouble. You know, when they do things like that, first they allow him to step down, and now they said, no, you have to come back in. It's definitely because, first and foremost, it's kind of unfair to just throw someone else new in the fire, and he's been there for 15 years. So he'd probably be the guy to come up with some sort of a strategy to overcome the losses that they're having right now. You know, I think what they should do is really try to fix their streaming platform, because, you know, they're nowhere near Netflix right now. But anyways, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Drop your comments below, because yeah, it's pretty crazy how something invisible like a virus could indeed destroy us all. You know, even the people that you never think it would reach or affect are being tremendously affected by this, like Disney, for instance, you know, and all their profits and money, since all the parks are closed. This is insane. And it's really one thing I know for sure is that the fact that they have to have him go back into that role is because Disney is definitely struggling right now. But that is it for today. I don't want to make this video super long. Those are the latest entertainment news. Drop your comments down below. Let me know, what do you think? I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye.